Hi kiddos, I want to talk to you about time in this video. What is your relationship to time? Do you feel like you have enough time? Do you feel like you're rushed for time? Do you feel like there's time to do all the amazing things you want to do? Do you feel like you keep track of time? My relationship to time changed exponentially as my meditative skills, my capacity to connect to my sensory system and get sensory clarity and to be able to concentrate, hone my concentration. My relationship to time changed exponentially. So I'm going to talk to you about time and deep jhana states in this. So I'm going to go into the deep end of the meditative pool in this talk, and then also in the shallow practical end of the time and relationship to time in this talk. So you get a full picture of here's what's on the table when you get really, when you really develop your relationship with time. So recently I've noticed I've been training. I kind of told my mind to go start training in time a couple of months ago because I want to start training in the formless jhana realms without a timer and to be able to pull myself back. And that's part of the skill you learn when you're doing, there are 8 stages or ranges or zones or sections of the jhanas, and they're the form realms, and then arupa ayatanas, the formless realms. And so when you go to the formless realms, you are literally deconstructing time and space and dropping away and letting go of all concepts of time and space. So you want to set an internal tracker to pull you back out into out of your meditation and back into daily life. And that's one of the training tools when you work with a jhana teacher. They'll train you to do that. So I just told my mind a couple months ago, hey, go do that. Yeah, you're stripping away. It's like you're stripping away all the concepts of the mind. You're stripping away perception. You're stripping away time. You're stripping away space. You're stripping away all of that. And so a natural instinct, you foster and develop this natural instinct to track time for you. And I just noticed it because I was just pulling weeds, and I thought I'm going to pull weeds for about an hour, and then I'm going to sit and enjoy coffee before I go into this amazing Zoom meeting with this other meditation teachers and play for a bit. And then I thought, oh, maybe I should set a timer. And then I was like, no, this is a great time to track it. And spot on at the hour mark. I literally at the hour mark, I gave myself even extra time. I came in, I washed my hands, and I looked over at the clock, and it was exactly an hour. I was right where I wanted to place myself, right on the dot, exactly an hour. And I didn't time that and track that. But when you start to be able to have capacity to listen to, people have they say, oh, I wake up at 6 o'clock every day, and that's one way to train. Wake up with an alarm clock, an alarm clock, an alarm clock. It's like that's kind of another crude way to train it. But this other way to train it, you start to feel these instincts and your sensory system give you little pings. It's like depth level intuition of oh, you got about this much time left, or you da 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 da, or you'll just notice you'll get a big ping at the end and be like, okay, you're done, and then you get up and you listen to that. You don't push past it like we always do and force ourselves. You start to listen to the subtle. That's the subtle. Subtle is significant. You start to listen to those subtle cues, and it's just a random, weird, cool tool to have. So on the practical level, I also use this in blocks. One of my my business coaches and teachers, Kim, amazing woman, retreatworks.com. She taught me how to track. I don't know where she got it from, but to track in 45-minute blocks, 45 to 50-minute blocks, and give myself a 5 or 10-minute break or a 15-minute break, and to put a timer on with those blocks, those 45-minute blocks, so that you dig in and you get to pull your concentration power. This is one of the skills you learn in meditation, and you get lost in whatever you're doing, so you're super productive. And so you only have to really work a few 45-minute blocks in a day, maybe 3 of those, 4 at the most, and you can get everything done that you ever want to get done. And then the timer pops you out, and in that break in between, you give your body a break and a rest, and you shake and you move and you do a little bit of a meditation, and you pull your head out of the screen or out of the weeds or whatever chore you're doing, and you get to pop your head up and you get to notice, oh, and get present, take a micro hit, and you're just so much more productive with your time when you do it like that. We're so asinine with time. We think so linearly in time. And there's a great series for free on Spotify from Maya Luna, and she does all these meditations, and the first one she talks about, the first one or two, is about time, dropping into the verticality of time, the deep present moment, because we're always on that horizontal plane of time, and then you're never going to be able to collapse time and space when you're in that kind of thinking. And know that you already are, like you already are, and you see that you already are. When you get really masterful with time, you're like, oh, I can bend literally time and space. And my relationship to time changes, and I'm not stressed out, and I'm not running late, and if I am running late because life presented an accident or something in front of me or something that delayed me, then you're not freaking out about time. You're like, oh, well, then how do I use this time? So there's so many different ways that you can relate to time and have a new relationship to time that is so sweet and that is so supportive, because time is actually a structure that helps your little ego self get to where you're supposed to be so that you can function in this matrix of society, of the overculture. Right? You have to be to work at a certain time, or you have to pick up your car at a certain time before the shop closes, or so time as a construct, a horizontal construct, is helpful for the ego and for the realms of form. So it is something but it's something that we're haphazard and sloppy and not really using in a skillful way. Skillful means, I always say to you guys. So yeah, that's just a little bit on how my relationship to time has changed exponentially since I've started meditating. I'm curious how your relationship to time has changed as you've evolved and grown as a meditator. What you experience, and feel free to drop a note, a post below, and share. And have a great day, kiddos.